So, I'm sitting in my car, as you can see, and I decided that there's no better time to tell you guys what happened to me. Most of you probably don't know this, but I attended a private university, a private Baptist university, to be quite honest, and I've been going there I was about to start my junior year of college when I got an email from the Judiciary Board telling me that they needed me to meet with me. So I called the guy to see, exactly what was going on and what they needed to talk about, because I had an idea of what they needed to talk about, but I wanted to make sure that I was fully prepared when I went. And I had a meeting with them this past Thursday, so that was like August 2nd, I think. I don't know. And I'm basically getting expelled from school because I'm gay. And you know what? I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it, because, it's funny when you go to a school or when you go to any place and someone tries to tell you that you can't be who you are, or you can't love who you love, and you can't, there's stuff like that. And for me, the school that I went not because of the religious whatever, or not because of I went because it's a prestigious school, and because they have a great education, and the religious aspect of the school had no ties into why I went. I don't go to church. It's a Sunday right now, and I woke up at 1 o'clock hungover, like the fuck I look like. Anyway, so, but, when I first found out, I will be completely honest with you, it hit me really hard, like when I got off the phone with the judiciary guy, just because I was afraid of what my parents would think. My parents know that I do porn. My parents know that I'm a go-go dancer. My parents, they know and support me in everything I do. But, I did think that this would cause a problem with my family, just because getting expelled for doing gay porn, it's my education, so I feel like my parents would have been a little bit ticked off about it. So I called my mom. I'd been crying, and I told her, I was getting kicked out, and she was very understanding. My parents, let me tell you this, my parents want me to be happy. I came out to my parents when I was 16, and my parents were okay. They loved me. They didn't care. They just didn't like the person that I was dating. And to be honest, they were completely right. When I told them that I did porn, they were a little bit upset. But once again, they were completely okay after a little bit of time. As long as I was happy, they didn't care what I was doing. As long as I was going to school and staying out of trouble, they didn't care what I was doing. So, and most kids, most gay people, when they come out of the closet, their parents disown them. And so, I haven't had to worry about that. My parents have been perfectly okay with it. But when I told my mom, she was very okay with it, and the first thing she said was, "We'll figure it out. Don't let it bother you, we'll figure it out." And then my stepdad called within 5 minutes, and he was just like, getting expelled for being gay is not the end of the world, which is true. It's really not. But I can go to any school, university, community college for all that matter. I can go anywhere that I want. And, I can go there and tell them I was expelled for being gay. And what are they going to do? Not accept me? If I'm paying them fucking money, they're going to accept me regardless, especially if they're a non-private religious school. So, this is a blessing in disguise for me, and I'm happy. I'm extremely happy, actually. I'm a little bit ticked off, and here's why. Sorry, I thought the camera was shaky. But the reason they found out about me doing porn in my social life was because a guy, and I use this term, I should say a boy, because that's what he acts like. This male had been messaging me on Facebook and Grindr and everything to hook up with him, like, multiple times. And he looks like a fucking troll, so let's be completely honest. He's some short, ugly, twat-looking guy. And I always told him no. I told him I wasn't interested. And, you know, maybe had I got drunk and it could have happened, but I also knew who he slept with, and he slept with a lot of my friends, and I've heard a lot of stories about him. So in my head, it's like, no, like, I mean, this sounds really bad, and I'm not a cocky person, but since I started doing porn, I've slept with some of the hottest guys in the country, in the world, actually. I've slept with some really hot guys, and why am I going to lower my standards for a guy who doesn't go to school, who doesn't have an education, doesn't have a job, who I'm not attracted to in any way, shape, or form, and is just a horrible person in general? Like, why would I lower my standards to that? Even if it's just for a hookup. Like, I'm not. I'm sorry. I have higher standards for myself, and I hope no one takes offense to me saying that, because I understand, you know, people have situations and whatever. But so this guy went and emailed me or messaged me on Facebook and was like, if you don't sleep with me, I'm going to go tell the dean of the school that you do gay porn. And, you know, I have a lot of strings, blah, blah, blah. Well, his sugar daddy is one of the board members at my school anyway, so it's like, I mean, whatever, no big deal. But I told him, you know what, go tell him, don't threaten me, don't sit here and act all tough shit, because when it comes down to it, like, I don't care if you're going to go tell on me. I would rather you tell on me than to try and blackmail me the rest of my life, or to try to get me to do something that I'm not going to do. I would rather you leave me the fuck alone and get the fuck away from me. Well, I mean, this was back right after Easter. Like, this is the day after Easter when I got this message from him. So, I mean, here we are. When was Easter? April, May, June, July, August. 4 months later now. Four fucking months later. And I'm getting expelled from school because of this guy. Now, here's all I gotta say about him in the situation. The fact that he had to go out and try to ruin my life is fucking pathetic. The fact that he had to go, you know, try to ruin my education, especially my education. Like, you can fuck with me all you want, but to try to stop my education and to get me kicked out of school because I won't sleep with you, like, you're a fucking lowlife. And I hope you see this video too, because this is, I mean, you need to hear this. But anyway, so everyone else, okay? So the fact that some fucking lowlife, pathetic ass loser lives in this shithole city, has nothing going for himself, try to ruin my life, like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, get the fuck out. Like, no one, you're a fucking dumbass. That's all I gotta fucking say. But see the smile? I am happy. I'm glad this lowlife motherfucker did it, because now I can be myself and not lie to anyone about where I went to school. Or, you know, I don't have to lie about my location or hide anything from anyone. You know, I can go to school and not cover myself up and not... My life is fucking amazing. It's amazing because I got expelled for being gay and doing porn. Not for being a coked out twink, not for being, you know, an alcohol abuser or a drug abuser, not for horrible grades. Shit, my grades went through the fucking roof. My grades were off the chain. I don't know how many of you guys have seen my posts, but fucking A+ in chemistry, like, I'm sorry, but my grades are good. So I can go to any fucking school I want and tell them I got expelled from my university for being gay. I mean, my life isn't over. My life is just beginning. I'm a 20-year young gay adult model, porn model. I travel the fucking world. I've met some amazing ass people. I've had lunch with some celebrities. I've met the coolest people in the fucking world, in and out of the porn industry, in and out of any kind of industry. But I've met the coolest fucking people at clubs, at bars, at parties, at events, at diners, and just my life is just beginning. And I have the best friends in the world. I have the best family in the world. Like, for my family to support me in everything that I've done, and to love me no matter what I'm doing or who I'm fucking or whose cock I'm sucking on what camera, and to tell me that everything's gonna be okay, even though I got kicked out of school, like, how could I not be happy? So, to the fucker who went and told, my school about me doing porn because I wouldn't sleep with him and because he was a fucking slut anyways, like, thank you so much for doing that. Because no matter what you do, you will never be anything at all. You will never be anything more than I am. You will never do anything as great as I have done. And I'm not talking about as a porn actor or anything. But to me, the fact that you had to try and ruin my life makes you the lowest piece of shit on this earth. And to anyone else out there who does that, to anyone who thinks that it's okay to ruin someone's life, especially because I wouldn't have sex with you, or to do that to anyone for a stupid ass reason, for any goddamn reason, you are worse than the scum beneath my shoes. So yes, this is the big news, and this is why my life has changed, because I sure as hell did get expelled from school. And I sure as hell, it doesn't bother me which way, no matter what you want to look at it, how you want to look at it, how you want to spin it. But it did change my life completely. And to be honest with you, my life is so much better, and I am so much happier. So, for those of you who wanted to know and were concerned about why my life changed and what happened, I got expelled from school. I'm writing a book about it. I have a lot of shit to write about. Going to jail. I went to jail a couple months ago. That was fun. Getting expelled from school. Having a bomb-ass birthday party. I have so much to tell everyone about, and I can't wait. So, I think that's the end of my video, because I've been talking for 12 minutes straight, and I'm sure you guys are done listening to me. But for those of you who listened and are hearing me right now, thank you so much, and I love you guys.